May I get you anything at this table?
Yes, Tony. Tony Trouble?
No, ma'am. You must be mistaken.
Tony Trouble, a star for all seasons, Hollywood's golden boy, or as millions knew him, simply the Face. He starred in such memorable films as Tangier Incident, Trouble Chasers, Jupiter's Darling, and the critically acclaimed Love Slaves of the Amazon. And then suddenly he disappeared, and he was never heard from again. That Face fell from 50 feet of glory to 8 inches of forgotten memory. It all began here, backstage at the Belasco Theater on Broadway. I was the stage manager for Broken Brook, a new show starring the Asian matinee idol Paul Lalune and the Bulgarian princess turned actress Tallulah Bankroll. And Tony had one line as a messenger at the end of Act 1. Come on, kid, try that one.
Okay. Western Union, will you marry me?
Nice. Okay, Tony, come on back here. We'll put you here. Then you gotta pretend there's a door and the windows are there. Paul, Miss Bankroll, we're ready on the set for the rehearsal. And places, please. Okay, action.
Oh, my darling, I'm so bored. We simply have to return to New York. Besides, where will Santa Claus know where to deliver my goodies at Christmas?
What more could you possibly want?
So true, my darling, so true. Oh, look, Winston, it's snowing.
Snow! Let it snow. With you, Vera, even hell would be toasty.
Ding dong.
Oh, would you get that, dear?
Of course, my dearest. Yes?
Western Union, will you marry me?
Yes, Winston, darling.
Nice. Okay, gang, take 5, huh? Tony,
Max, darling, you haven't introduced me to a new messenger boy.
Excuse me, Miss Tallulah Bankroll, I'd like you to meet Mr. Tony Trouble.
Trouble? Oh, I love trouble.
Bankroll. I like money.
Of course, darling, that's why I choose it.
Tallulah, let's go fix that star on your dressing room door. It seems to be slipping.
Oh, no, not my star.
Wow.
Say, Tone, did you try on that new costume I gave you?
Yeah, Mac, it's a bit tight, though.
Yeah, well, you know, that Johnny Say, he's such a little pipsqueak, huh?
Yeah.
See, I'll bet you're kind of glad that Johnny Say had that little accident, huh?
Hey, Max, you don't think I pushed him down those stairs, do you?
Tony, baby, come on. No, but, you know, Johnny's fall could mean your rise, huh? Mean a walk on today, the toast to Broadway tomorrow, huh?
You're saying that you can make me a star, Max?
Oh, sure, Tony, I can make you a star, but, you know, in this biz, baby, you gotta wanna do anything.
A star.
Anything.
Broadway.
Anything.
You maybe, like, even go to Hollywood and win an Oscar?
Anything.
Where do I sign?
In blood. So I signs Tony to a lifetime contract. Broken Brook had a 6-month tryout prior to its Broadway run. Now, Tony's part was small, but he didn't mind. After all, he was paying his dues.
Oh, darling, I'm so bored. We simply have to return to New York. Besides, Santa Claus will never know where to find me. Oh, look, Winston, it's snowing.
Snow! Let it snow. With you, Vera, even hell would be toasty.
Oh, darling.
Would you get that, dear?
Yes, darling, of course. Yes?
Western Union, will you marry me?
Yes, Winston, darling, yes.
After they triumphed in New Haven, they rolled on to Atlanta. Then on to Savannah, where the critics hated the play and its stars. But they did find Tony amusing, so the producers had no choice but to expand Tony's role.
Where were you last night?
Never mind that. It's classified information. Tonight, Club Morocco. Will you marry me?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Winston.
By the time they hit Miami, the show was hot and so was Tony. Then on to Dallas. They chugged on to Albuquerque. In Phoenix, Paul's drinking caught up with him and the show had a week layover. But when that shipment of gin came through 2 days early, the show was on the road again, up to the Swift Premium Theater in Chicago. I said Chicago, where Tallulah was offered a marriage proposal by Murray Arbuckle, the millionaire meat mogul. But her love for Tony and the theater far surpassed her taste for swine, so the show shuffled on to Buffalo. By the time they arrived, though, the theater was in ashes, so a quick tour of Canada was planned. Then finally, New York.
Yes, darling. Yes?
Western Union, will you marry me?
Yes.
Hey, the show was a smash sensation thanks to Tony. The critics raved about this new find. And Tony himself, geez, he lapped up fame like an orphan with his first all-day sucker. He even met a little girl, Esmeralda, the shy assistant wardrobe mistress in Tony's show.
I don't care what you say, Mrs. Wimple. I still think you're the best tap dancing puppet in the business. You ask Charlie or Mortimer, and they'll tell you the same thing. Shh, somebody's coming. Is my dinner here? Is it Tuesday already?
Sorry?
Oh, it's all right.
Look, can you have these pants fixed by tonight's show?
Oh, I'm sorry, but are you an actor?
I'm the star of the show that's paying your salary, little girl.
You're Tony Trouble.
Why, yes, I am.
I've heard so much about you. I'm Esmeralda. Esmeralda Gluck, but you can call me Essie.
Hi.
Now, what seems to be the trouble with your pants?
It's the crotch. It's a bit snug.
Oh.
Esmeralda. Where have you been all my life?
Well, for the first 5 years of my life, I was in Brooklyn. And then I went on tour. My parents had a tap dancing, puppet acting vaudeville. Gluck and Wimple. This is Wimple. Well, anyways, to make a long story short, for the last 6 weeks, I've been down here nearly going blind, trying to sew sequins on Tallulah's cocktail dress.
Tallulah. Tallulah. Hey, Ezzy. Tallulah's giving a little cocktail party tonight. Would you like to come as my date?
Oh, Tony, I don't have anything to wear. And besides, tonight's my night to polish my mum's iron lung.
Hey, it'll be swell. We'll fly out of this dungeon. We'll go up to the clouds. We'll drink champagne. We'll dance to music. The moon.
Maybe I could call Crippled Eddie.
Crippled Eddie?
Yeah, he's my cheery little friend who sells the matches down at Turd corner up.
Then you'll come?
Sure, Eddie can take care of Mom.
I don't know what it is about you, Ezzy. You're so innocent. So naive. So childlike. So childlike. So I'll pick you up at 11 o'clock.
Okay, but first I'll have to go home and change.
Esmeralda, don't ever change. See you tonight.
Goodbye. Yes, he is wonderful. Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise.
Gertrude Lawrence, there was an actress. Noel Coward, the man was brilliant. We toured private lives for 2.5 years. 2.5 years, and it stayed fresh. The thing was fresh.
Stretch marks. Can you just see them? I don't know how she can.
It reminds me of when the Bolsheviks raped and pillaged my village.
Oh,
Doing
What would
some
you
sort of
know? What
poetry
would you
reading
know?
down there?
Poetry reading. Yeah, I thought wouldn't
Are
know
you
it.
part of
Yeah.
the Marxist letter?
They told me that I'm going to replace Mickey Rooney.
Like, you got your legends of the theater. They're all dying out. The Barrymores boozed. They boozed too much. That was their problem.
Yes, I am. Tony Trouble. How nice of you to come.
Yep,
Tony! Tony! About to be careful on darling.
The Capelon, darling.
I think you're right, darling. You don't speak to me.
You don't speak no English, I don't think.
Yeah.
Tony Trouble.
Trouble.
Tommy Pig. Hi.
Pig America.
Get out of here! I want a piece of chicken. They don't even have chicken. They've only got click. I want spam.
Come on.
You people don't know. You people don't. The Marxist theater group. Right.
I was wondering if I could be in a movie with you one time.
Of course, darling, of course. Talk to my agent.
They told me I'm going to be the next Mickey Rooney.
It's great. If you do that.
Hello, Johnny.
Hi, Tony.
Ah, hi. Nice to see you here. Excuse me, Johnny.
would you like getting a little crowded in here, isn't it?
Tony, talk to the man.
Hey, would you like some fruit?
Oh, I feel like a Clark Kent, darling.
Pigs! That's what she is. She's like a pig. Snorting and you know.
I love you.
Oh!
Who is that guy in the wheelchair? He doesn't seem very happy.
It's Johnny Say.
Wasn't he the guy who had your brother Richard?
Ah, Martha, how are you? Nice to see you, yes. Nice to see you.
It was him. I heard he had an accident.
I was wondering if we could possibly go out next week.
Don't be ridiculous, darling. Tony tells me you're a homo anyway. Mr. Ambassador, wait a minute.
What's a homo?
No, they were hardcore. Hardcore. Ethel Barrymore, Aquazelda.
I have a friend who's crippled. You really like him. Crippled Eddie, he sells the... I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Listen, you're not mad about Tony having your part, are you? I mean...
You're Tony's personal dresser, aren't you?
Yeah.
You spend a lot of time around Tony, don't you?
Yeah.
Listen, kid. Run! Run away from him! While you still can!
Oh, okay. I'll just have some hors d'oeuvres to serve. And make sure you put the brake in your wheelchair, eh? Something could happen.
Yeah.
Miss Bancroft. Telephone call for you from Hollywood.
Hello? Tony, quickly, it's Hollywood. Shh. Yeah. It's Jules Levine. Hello, Jules, darling. Tony and Tallulah are going to star in Jill Levine's new picture.
It's called Blood of the Czars.
Levine is sending Tony and Tallulah 2 one-way tickets to...
How?
When do they leave?
Right away.
Bye. See you later. Bye.
Goodbye, dear.
Tony?
Yeah.
Tony, can I come to Hollywood with you?
Sure. Yeah, I could use you out there,
Oh,
Izzy.
great.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get there?
Use Mr. Thumb. Come, Tony, darling. Tonight you fly with me. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
God, Hollywood. Why, there's Sunset Boulevard and Hollywood and Vine. Hollywood was everything Tony wanted, and Tony was everything Hollywood needed. The movie Blood of the Czars starred the new Hollywood rage Monty Mountain, and it cast Tony and Tallulah as the star-crossed lovers.
And then that first Christmas, when you had come to our village, and you gave presents out to all the little peasant children. Well, I've kept that gift, and I cherish it.
My potato! Give it to me!
I love you.
But I am your queen! Bow to me!
No, now you are a woman. A woman of flesh and blood. A woman who hungers for lust, for love.
Yes, yes!
So here you are.
Vladimir!
Vladimir, you know him too?
Yes, he is my brother.
Don't insult me. I am no longer your brother. Our blood is a different color. My blood is red now.
Why, you filthy Connie! Ah!
You see, I kill my brothers now. I kill so the state will live.
Never! Russia will never die! As long as there's breath in my lungs! The Romanovs will rule!
Then I kill you too. Ha! Now to the Kremlin and the free Russia.
Peter!
My queen.
No. You're a woman. Kiss me, my peasant.
They may destroy Russia, but our love will live on forever.
Cut, that's a wrap.
Simply brilliant. You went to bed yourself, darling. How's about some private acting lessons,
I finally made it.
Hi, Izzy.
Tony.
What took you so long?
Oh, well, there was this truck driver in Chicago, and the poor man hadn't...
Darling, I'm not interested in your problems. Come. I want you to make the biggest
I'll talk to you later, Tony.
This was my costume towel with you with here. Down to the bag, darling. So anyway,
Tony, it was a pleasure working with you. Let's hope we get the chance to do it again sometime.
Yes, I'd like that a lot, Monty.
How about tonight?
to, darling.
Maybe some other time. Darling.
Oh! Tony, darling, methinks the great one is just a teensy bit in love with you.
What do you mean by that?
Don't be so naive, darling. Let's face it, even I could have him like that if I wanted to.
Well, God knows you've had everyone else.
Damn you! Damn him!
Tony, I didn't know that Hollywood was going to be like this.
Yeah, ain't it great?
Be still, my beating heart. There's a new star in Hollywood. Last night, Monty Mountain's new flick, Blood of the Czars, opened at the Rivoli Theater to a swooning ovation. But move over, Monty. That swooning was for none other than your co-star, the new kid in town, Mr. Tony Trouble. I told Sam Goldwyn at lunch, Sam, if you let this one get away, you're crazy. Oh, and by the way, girls, he doesn't drink, likes good home cooking, and best of all, he isn't married. So, may the best gal win, Tallulah. And this has been Martha Moore's Minute from Hollywood.
Blood of the Czars opened, and it was a smash hit. Tony and Tallulah were touted as the new in couple. But parties, booze, and pills were the asphalt on that road to success. A new flick was planned for all three of them. See, there was this hit show back on Broadway, penned by that master of Southern degradation, Kentucky Blue. The show was entitled Scorpio Brothers, and Tony, Monty, and Tallulah were inked to do the film version. Hollywood had never seen anything like it.
Oh, Red, honey, there's something about this heat wave that just brings out the restlessness in a woman.
Yeah, it is a mud steamy.
Hey, honey, how's about you and me going dancing tonight at the Red Cock Casino? Just like old times.
You go ahead, Lila Lee. I got a date with this bottle of scotch. Me and the scotch is gonna stay home tonight and listen to the farts on the radio.
You know, you've been driving yourself crazy since that Corey wouldn't let you fight. You know, I used to hate your fighting. But now I wish you'd go out there and do it. Maybe that'd bring the man out in you.
What do you mean by that, Lila Lee?
Oh, honey, I used to dream of having a family. I want to feel life inside of me. But let's face it, we don't have a real marriage.
Hey, why don't you just take a leap and take a lover, Lila Lee?
Don't you see, Britt? There's something unnatural about that Corey. Something evil in the way he looks at you. And what about that midnight wrestling match you two had?
You just shut up about that, Lila Lee.
No, don't beat me again.
Get the door, Lila Lee.
Oh, hello, Corey.
Lila Lee.
Corey, we were just talking about you.
I'm flattered, I'm sure. Lila, why do you always look at me as if I got 3 heads? Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to your husband alone.
Unnatural. Unnatural.
It was banned in Boston, but the rest of the continent ate it up with knives and forks. Scorpio Brothers garnered 10 Academy Award nominations, including 1 for Monty Mountain as Best Actor.
Thank you for the memories. Another Oscar night, Monty?
Yeah.
What can I get you?
All the usual.
Oh, here it is now.
And the winner for Best Actor is, may I have the envelope, please? Monty Mountain for his role in Scorpio Brothers. Accepting the award for Mr. Mountain is his co-star and friend, Mr. Tony Trouble.
Going out to celebrate?
No. I think I'll just go home.
And the winner is Monty Mountain. Congratulations, Monty.
Yeah, so depressed.
I don't understand it with you. You make millions of dollars. You're loved by thousands of women. You're the greatest actor in Hollywood today. You even live above a butcher shop. What's the matter?
I need someone, something. Hello?
Can I come over?
No.
Will you come over here then?
Look, Bill, it's over between us. I told you that already.
I'll kill myself.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell everyone in Hollywood that you're a homo.
Look, there's a check in the mail. Bye.
Who was that?
Just a fan. Let me fix you a drink.
Sure. Thanks.
So, is it true you're gonna marry Tallulah?
Oh, God, no. It's merely a publicity gimmick. We're not in love.
Oh. I just signed to do an affair to forget next month. But I don't know. I want to get out of it. I'm fed up.
You mean the Part's up for grabs?
Yeah, sure, I suppose.
You know, Monty, I could play that part.
You ever slept with a man, Tony?
Why, is that in the script?
It's not in that script. Oh, Tony, I love you. I need you. I've got to have you. Stay with me, Tony, and the part's yours.
Thanks to the influence of Monty Mountain, Tony Trouble had scripts piled up to the ceiling. Tallulah Bankroll, heartbroken after her affair with the Green Bay Packers, was sent packing back to New York. And then dear Essie. Essie's undying love for Tony went unnoticed. But Tony's next role was a lead role opposite the new British sensation, Debra Roundtree. Now, what sizzled between those two on-screen sizzled even more off-screen. The picture they made together was just about the best tearjerker Hollywood had ever produced. It was entitled An Affair to Forget.
Let it ring.
No, it's my husband checking up on me.
Hello?
It's my husband's secretary.
Yes, this is she. What? Are you sure? Yes. 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 Oh, no.
What is it?
Heart attack. Bill's dead. I'm a rich widow.
Darling!
Darling. Oh, hold me tighter. Never let me go.
Never. I'd give you the moon if you wanted
Oh, what is it?
it. It's an omen.
An omen for us.
For eternity.
Cut. That's a wrap.
Well, what do you think?
I think it's great.
Tony, could we talk alone?
Well, aren't we? Oh. Here, Essie. Why don't you run down to the store and buy yourself an ice cream cone, huh?
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Oh, Essie, do you want to get me a double cream, please?
Oh, sure.
Essie, one with cream, no sugar. And a Danish. Essie, you want to get me a honey bun? Not a Danish.
Oh, honey bun, not a Danish. Okay.
Double for me.
Double.
I'll take a tea, leave the bag out.
Tea, leave the bag out.
I can use a sandwich. Yeah, I can with that.
Essie,
A sandwich.
chocolate bar.
Okay.
Tony, do you love me?
Of course I do. It's just right now I'm going through a lot of changes.
Tony, forget Hollywood for a while. Come to England with me. I've got an offer to do Hamlet. The director's a personal friend of mine, and I think you'd make a marvelous Hamlet.
Forget Hollywood? Forget everything I've ever worked for?
But if you did Hamlet in London, you'd be an international star. Hollywood would come to you.
Yeah.
But, what will you do about Monty?
I'll handle him. Think I look good in tights?
Great.
Oh, you're back again, are you? Oh, come back, Tony.
Listen, man. Hey, I said I'd call you later. You just buzz off. I want some of her. What's your name? You new in town or something? Look it. Max says to me, he says, I'll give you 10,000. I want 20,000. I end up with 100,000. Hey, come over here, baby. Oh, flower right here, baby. Flower right here. Enough. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's open. Where were you? I needed you.
Monty, great news. I'm going to London to play Hamlet.
Hey, great. When do we go?
Hey, you can't go. You're filming Queen of Outer Space.
I hate Zsa Zsa. Hamlet, huh?
Yes.
Hello?
Can I come over?
No.
I'll kill myself.
Go ahead. Debra Roundtree will make a wonderful Ophelia.
Look, Monty, I've just come to say goodbye. Essie's got the car waiting outside.
You go, Tony. And I'll tell Martha Moore the truth about us.
Yeah, well, what about your career?
Career? Thanks to you, I have no career. You're not going anywhere.
You haven't got the guts.
Oh, yeah? Give me Martha.
Essie, I got a big favor to ask of you.
Yeah?
Look, you gotta take the rap on this for me. Hey, I'm going to London. It means a lot to me, to my career.
Well, before you go, I'm awfully hungry. Could you go downstairs and get me...
Always thinking of yourself, huh? Now look, get on the phone, call the police, and remember, I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Essie, thanks a lot.
Well, I love you, Tony.
Yeah, me too.
Excuse me. Yeah, police? Oh, yeah, homicide. Yeah, I just did one. Arbuckle's Meat Market. Monty Mountain. He tried to attack me. Oh, yeah, and one other thing. Tony Trouble had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I'll wait.
Homicide in Hollywood. Screen guard Monty Mountain was found horribly bludgeoned to death yesterday in his legendary one-room tenement above Arbuckle's butcher shop. The self-confessed murderess, one Esmeralda Gluck, told LAPD it was self-defense. There was nothing I could do. He tried to attack me. I interviewed Miss Gluck later that afternoon, and all she would tell me was that Tony Trouble had nothing to do with it. Well, Esmeralda, methinks the lady doth protest too much. And this has been Martha Moore's Minute from Hollywood.
Terrible tragedy, isn't it?
I'll say. I don't even understand it. Maybe it'd make a good musical.
You know, Olivier said that Monty had everything he didn't.
Olivier who?
De Havilland. You know, Tony, I think it might be better if you stayed in Hollywood. I don't think Hamlet could do you justice.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you could play Hamlet.
Yes. I never thought of that. Yes.
Well, I will tell Max the good news that Hollywood gets me for another year. You will write, won't you?
Oh, every day.
Bye.
Goodbye, Tony.
Bye, Ezzy.
Hi.
Hello, Esmeralda.
Oh, you remember my name?
Well, of course.
You're Miss Roundtree, aren't you?
Yes.
I've seen every one of your pictures. You're a wonderful actress.
Thank you. Esmeralda, why did you do it?
Do what?
Take the rap for Tony.
Tony had nothing to do with it.
All of Hollywood knows.
I love Tony. He's the only man who's ever loved me. You know, in that way.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, don't be. It was very nice and very quick.
You're a very brave girl, Esmeralda.
Why, thank you.
And incredibly stupid.
Oh, hi, Crippled Eddie. It was nice of you to come all this way. Isn't it terrible? He was so young.
Let's go, Red.
Oh.
Thank you for all the memories. Hi, Eddie. How are you? What can I do for you?
Got any lamb chops?
Not in here. I'm gonna have to check out the back. I'll be right back, okay?
Hey, with Monty Mountain finally out of the way and doing 5 to 10 in the pen, Tony was ready to begin his biggest year yet. He was rich, he was famous, he was already the American dream come true. The only thing he had yet to do was win an Oscar.
On the back! On the back!
Yeah, sure, I know Clark Gable. Come on, I'm done with it.
Oh, your favorite! Your favorite! I'm better than you! I'm better than you! I'm better than you! I'm the best!
I'm the best. Come on, say it! Say it! Say it! Tony! 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 I want to be alone now! I want to be alone. I got a lot of thinking to do.
Those were the days of wine and roses for legendary screen star
Rolls galore, cars, women.
As well as frequent parties became
His next big hit was
legend.
Shipwrecked Dreamboat.
Champagne out of Jane Russell's 44D's got his face on
Now this
every
picture
fan
got him
mag,
another Academy Award
photoplay
nomination and locked his place
Got
in
himself a
Hollywood's
new mansion. What's the matter, Tony? Not enough room for the ponies? Hot flash! Tony Trouble's
After
drunken
that, Tony
behavior
could
at
ask
the
for
Polo
any
Lounge
amount of
got
money
a
he wanted
weekend
to.
pass at
$1 million per flick. This guy had fan mail that exceeded 10,000 letters. They called him the new Gable. They called him the new Grable. They called him a fable, a table, a sable, anything they could think of. This guy joined the international jet set and became a personal friend to the Queen of England. His next biggie was the Eastern Romance Tangier incident, in which he danced cheek to cheek with 1,000 chorus girls. And the public worship.
Tony Trouble is found wrapped around a lamppost of Wilshire Boulevard. Tony, this is your fifth
a fact publicly attributed to the lack of direction given by the legendary
Tony Trouble called before the House of Un-American
Now this picture didn't stop Tony's career
accused of having
completely, and
communist
after a quickie Three Stooges flick in
good
3D
friend
and
John
some early
Wayne
TV
thing.
roles, he
But
was feeling
meanwhile,
really
Tony is
hot. So we
preparing
signed him
yet
to a new
another
film,
comeback.
a kid's film,
This
anything in the
picture
hope of
designed
putting
to
him on the
appeal to the
kids'
youth
lips once
market.
again.
This
But
is
the
your
picture
last
looked to be
chance,
Tony's
Tony.
swan song.
I hope
It
you
was
get it together
entitled
in Johnny
Surfer
Rides
Rides
the
the
Big
Big
One.
One.
Oh, gee, don't you think the beach is the craziest?
Yeah, fun, 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 fun. Say, what do you say we go down to the beach there and hang 10?
Oh, Puppy, I'd rather you teach me how to surf.
That's what hang 10 means there. Say, do you like me?
Oh, Moon Puppy, I think you're just about the handsomest, neatest, most mature 17-year-old on this entire beach.
Yeah. What do you say I take you down to the Dragon Clubhouse tonight for the luau, huh?
The luau? Oh, gee, Moon Puppy, that's just the greatest, but say, we don't have to bring your stupid brother Biff with us, do
No,
we?
come on. I promised my mom about that.
Oh, but Moon Puppy, it's always your mom and Biff. What about me?
I say A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E.
Gracious, Tony Trouble must be really hard up for cash. And from his various legal fees and lawsuits, from his drunken and lascivious behavior lately, it's no wonder. But Johnny Surfer Rides the Big One is horrible. Really, Tony, you used to be Hollywood's golden boy, but face it, your roots are showing. Tinseltown insiders have already renamed the pick Tony Trouble Bites the Big One. This reviewer Tony thinks you're washed up on yesterday's set. And this has been Martha Moore's Minute from Hollywood.
Yeah, well, that was Tony's last picture in Hollywood. He was now officially box office poison. Nobody would touch him, not even television. I did manage to get him a job, though, back on Broadway, at the Belasco Theater. It wasn't much, just 2 lines in the second act, but he was understudy to the lead, and the lead was none other than Tony's old and dear friend, Paul Lalune. Seems Paul straightened out his life. He got married. He even took some acting lessons. Life was good to Paul now. Good to Paul, but not so good to Tony.
What's the point? I might as well just end it all now. Life is pretty worthless. That's not right. Hang on here. Page 322. Vivian's in the room. Okay. Let's see. Start. I take a drink. What's the point? Life is pretty worthless. I'm going to end it now, Vivian. No. Don't. I love you. Good.
Bravo, Trouble, bravo. So you finally came crawling back to Broadway, did you? Come sniffing around with your tail between your legs? And what the hell are you doing with my part on your lips?
Just going over the third act, the suicide scene, just in case.
Just in case. Give me that. Things are a little different now, aren't they, Tony? Stand back and watch the master. Life is worthless, Vivian. I'm going to end it all now. I love you.
The master.
Tony, what I heard shots.
It was suicide, Max.
Tony, he had everything going for him.
He's holding the gun, isn't he?
Yes. And you're holding down the lead in a Broadway show which opens in less than 2 hours.
What do we do with the body?
You better get him out of here. You take him into his dressing room. I'll say we can't find him. You go on stage, then I'll phone the police during Act 2. You're gonna pay for this.
Hey, it was suicide!
See, I keep forgetting. What a smart boy, Tony. Now move him. It's opening night. Don't let this cast down. Well, the show closed the same night. Seems the critics failed to see Tony play a judge convincingly enough in the light of Paul's apparent suicide. Tony vanished immediately after the performance, but I knew we'd meet again. We had to. We had a contract.
Trouble, you'll never work in this town again.
Yeah, well, who needs you? I hate this town. I hate Broadway. I hate that theater. They don't know how to treat a star. I'll go back to Hollywood. You bet I'll go back to Hollywood. And I'll make a big comeback. And I'll never come back here again. Because I hate you. First, I'll get one drink. Just one. One little drink. Think about my future. my future back in Hollywood. Sure, they'll remember me. I'll be big on again. I'll be the biggest, I'll be the best.
Trouble, you're all washed up. Get lost, bum.
Ah, shut up. I told him it was suicide. He didn't believe me. It's been 2 weeks now. 2 weeks since Max last talked to me. Maybe I'll get that pilot I auditioned for a couple of months ago, that Bewitched thing.
Sam? Sam?
Elizabeth Montgomery's not a bad-looking girl. She's okay. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that's what I'll do. If I don't get that, maybe I'll do some commercials. Nah, not yet. First off, I'll get that sitcom, then I'll do commercials. I need a drink. Could always count on you. Hey, that's not bad. Maybe I can make a commercial. Yeah. Hi. I'm Tony Trouble. Remember? You're down to your last 49 cents. You and a good stiff drink. Some Zepflo. It's good. It's cheap. And it's strong. The man who wants power behind his drink. Clean liquid fountain. Save you for after dinner. God, I'm hungry. I know I had some vegetables here somewhere. Eat macaroni and cheese loaf. I'll save you for Thanksgiving.
Martini! Not so dry.
Around here I have some vegetables.
My potato!
That's my potato, you
Tommy!
Tallulah!
Tommy, darling! Ah.
Come on in.
Thank you, I will.
You got anything to drink?
Boys, more champagne! Meg, darling, the three hors d'oeuvres. Everybody, a toast to Broadway.
Broadway? Oh, you got it all wrong. I'm making a movie in Hollywood.
Movie? Oh, darling, have they cast you in a summer place?
No, I'm doing a remake of Last Weekend.
played an alcoholic.
Oh, that's nice.
Just getting into character here. Look, now that we've found each other, Tallulah, we can help each other. Let's go somewhere and dry out.
The wrinkles on my skin.
No, you don't understand. We'll make a comeback.
Come back, darling. I never lived.
No,
Nino.
We'll go to the village, yeah.
Village?
The village.
No.
Greenwich Village.
No, the village. The Cossacks are surrounding the village.
Cossacks? Where?
No, they're
What are you, crazy or something?
No, they're raping in the village.
No.
They're plundering. They leave my chickens alone, buddy.
Crazy.
Oh, no. Get your hands off me.
Crazy. Well, I'm not gonna end up like you. No, I'm gonna get out.
Get your hands off me.
I'm gonna get a job anywhere somewhere.
Bolshevik.
No.
Lovely apartment. The skylights. Legs, darling, you must come for cocktail party. We'll bring Luella. Of course, everybody. Champagne for everyone.
Okay, you ready? No, give me the money. This is good. Okay, here's the bill. And, here's a quarter for your trouble. Only a quarter?
Here's your bill.
Thank you, Tony. Who is he trying to prove?
It is Tony.
Waiter, could you get me a... Tony!
Esmeralda.
Tony, what are you doing here? As a waiter.
Drink, ma'am.
Gin and tonic. Tony, are you happy being a waiter?
Yes. I'm not the least bit bitter.
Lemon. Wait, Tony.
Can't afford to lose this job.
It's all right. I know the maitre d'.
You look good.
So do you. Are you living alone?
Yes. Yes. Do you remember that tiny little cold water apartment you had in the Lower East Side?
Oh, yes. It was so tiny and it didn't have any air conditioning. Mom used to sleep in the fridge in the summertime, and it didn't have any sink, so I used to have to wash my hair in the toilet.
I live there now.
Oh, Tony, do you remember that beautiful penthouse we went to on our first date? Tallulah's party? With the wonderful balcony that overlooks Central Park. And the fantastic chandelier that she swung from. Well, I live there now.
I really must be going.
Oh, Tony, there's something I must tell you. When I was in prison, well, anyway, we used to show all your old pictures on movie night. And every time I'd see you up there, kissing some girl or holding her in your arms, I used to pretend it was me. I was in love with you, Tony, for a very long time. Tony, would you do me a favor?
Yes.
Would you kiss me?
Yes.
Would you make it a double?
I must see you again.
Oh, coming, Max.
Max? Max.
I married Max.
Peter? Yes, sir? Manhattan on the rocks?
Yeah. Manhattan is on the rocks.
In the misty light, footsteps that you hear down the hall, the laugh that floats on the summer night that you can never quite recall.
Now let me see.
And you see Laura on the train that is passing through. Those eyes, how familiar they seem. She gave your very first kiss to you. That was Laura, but she's only a dream.